Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. David Pop. With me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hoosiers offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Excellent field position here for the offense. To the air on first down. Complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Going up top on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They get him down after he makes the catch. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And here comes the offense on second down. quick touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. Go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He makes the connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that perfectly.
They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They can throw it. They can run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Salter. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The play action fake. Floats it out in space. And after the it's going to put a bow on this first quarter. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. It's complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Avant. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's right on target. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Salter. He's got it. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
And he he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Dropping back, it's Salter. Right down the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Tompkins.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Yeah, defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
The Rebels are on the move. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds his man. It's Tompkins.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes his connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Salter. Gets it out fast. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're going back to the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points, so it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Flips it out to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the Hoosiers pick up the 1st down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now he's looking to throw it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. The expressway is wide open. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Off-play action on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give out of the gun. Makes his man miss.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Indiana, 14.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's reeled in. It's Tompkins. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Tompkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Salter. Fires to the wideout. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They're going to throw it again. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tompkins. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Makes the catch past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The short hands, it's Tompkins.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains using the quick game. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Hoosiers are threatening in the red zone. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Touchdown, Indiana.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to throw, it's Salter. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with the W.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That
Got it in the middle. It's Tompkins. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 1 more yard on this 2nd down. Might just put an exclamation point on. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
42, Indiana, 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Brings up 2nd down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Finds his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Salter. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. 1 more play to pad the stats. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. righty-tighty, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Tennessee's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the tailback. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you've got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. And they're not on the same page there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tompkins. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Pulls it in. It's Tompkins. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. The Rebels are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That's caught. It's Tompkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they've made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. Got room at the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Vols want to move quickly.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
On second down, wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This is a money play on third and goal. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one way too far.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's right down the boulevard. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Makes the grab. It's Tompkins. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man, and they convert. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Snagged in the middle. It's Tompkins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking for a man. It's Salter. He's got his man. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. That's caught. It's Tompkins. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Swings it out to the flat, and he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. It's caught. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's got him in the flat. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Tennessee! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Tompkins. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line cleaning holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. They'll go to the counter. He locked up and held on to bring him down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that.
Number 13.
The Vols will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. To the air, it's Salter. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Tompkins. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Stopped after making the catch. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tompkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Got his man quickly. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Rebels have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. First down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Salter. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll go back to the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Volunteers are flying down the field. They'll give it to him again. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 28 over UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. They'll leave it with him. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Salter. This time he's got his man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. Got it! Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. That'll give give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ole Miss, 42, Tennessee.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
This time it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
After the misfire, now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trying to find his man on first down. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He makes the connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Got his man in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man down the middle. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Looking at a 2nd and short now. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snags it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.